YouTube, how's it going? And welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking and talking a little bit about my experiences of the 10,000 calorie challenge, and I will also be having a look at the after effects of eating that much food, and also talking a little bit about diet in general and how it makes me feel and how it also might make you feel. So if you're new to the channel and maybe this is like the first or second video you've seen, or if you've been catching up with a few of my videos, maybe consider subscribing, especially if you're interested in daily vlogs, me talking about certain things, gym-based talk, martial arts-based talk. Again, consider subscribing. As you guys will have seen, and if you haven't already seen my video doing or attempting the 10,000 calorie challenge, I will stick a link in my bio. I probably suggest you turn over and watch that one first, because this is me talking about my experiences of it. Now, I did the 10,000 calorie challenge firstly because I love eating, I love food, it's a massive part of my life, and also because it seemed like quite a fun idea. Looking back at the 10,000 calorie challenge, it's a lot harder than people think. I've seen loads of YouTubers do the 10,000 calorie challenge. If you type it in on YouTube, like hundreds of videos come up, but I thought I'd give it a go because I thought it might be achievable, it might be easy, and it might be fun. It turns out that that's not quite how the 10,000 calorie challenge works. Yes, it's fun, you do get to try lots of different foods. However, it made me think a lot about what calories are in certain foods. I mean, I got partway through the day and I kind of looked at my calorie count and I was not even halfway and I'd already eaten tons of food. So it did kind of surprise me how hard it was going to be, and if you watch my video, you will see that I struggled pretty much throughout the entire day of trying to eat that much food. So how did it make me feel? Well, honestly, throughout the day, I felt either sick, sluggish, or tired. Apart from when I first woke up and I went to the shops to buy my food, and I was quite excited and, you know, ready to kick the challenge's ass, I spent the rest of the day feeling quite lethargic, and I largely put that down to the fact that I had eaten quite a lot of fatty foods and foods that contain lots of sugar. And because it made me feel sick, I didn't really have the motivation to go to the gym either. Normally I have a fairly healthy diet, you know, I don't have a strict diet plan, I eat what I want, but I make sure that I limit how much I eat and the types of food I eat, because obviously I do advocate a healthy lifestyle and a healthy eating, and having done the 10,000 calorie challenge, it's amazing how quickly I felt like crap from eating the foods that I ate. Now I want to be clear, it's not uncommon for me to eat fatty foods. There have been so many videos I've popped out on YouTube, like fitness related videos, daily vlogs, where I've started the day eating some kind of cooked breakfast. However, I ate a massive cooked breakfast, which probably didn't help too much. But also I then went on to eat donuts, I had a McDonald's, and that combination of things, I literally felt myself, bearing in mind I'd had a fairly relaxed morning, I felt myself sat on the sofa just feeling lethargic, like I didn't want to do anything. I felt like my head wasn't in the right space, I wasn't clear, like my thoughts weren't clear. I just didn't feel healthy, I didn't feel fit, I didn't feel ready for the day. The other thing that had a massive effect was my body. I don't think it had too much of a continuing effect because I do, as I said in the video, I do have a fairly fast metabolism. I've never really struggled with my body in terms of eating food or losing weight, or gaining weight is a different matter, but losing weight, I've never really had an issue with it. After effects haven't been that great. I probably have been a bit fluffy the last couple of days, probably have retained a bit more water than I normally would from the high salt content in the food. However, I feel alright. I would say I've probably had slightly different bowel movements to normal because of the high fat content, and that has meant that I've farted an awful lot more than I normally do, and they have been rancid. One thing I did find, which was a big negative however, was the amount how bloated and full I felt. Now obviously I was eating a lot of food, so I would have felt full during the day anyway. However, like I never really bloat unless I eat like a lot of food, and throughout the whole day, even in the evening when I'd stopped eating, I still felt that horrible bloated, thick, heavy stomach feeling. And as you can see from my before and after videos, so this is what I currently look like. I'm fairly lean. Then this isn't me tensing, this is just me, you know, this is me tensing. Right guys, this is what I look like now. I lost a lot of condition, and obviously it was because I ate a lot of food, but I went from being fairly shredded in the morning and in good condition to only a matter of a few hours later looking like I had no abs. Okay guys, so putting aside the 10,000 calorie challenge, I want to talk a little bit about diet and how certain foods can make you feel in certain ways. Now for me, I personally believe in a slightly more laid back approach to the foods that I eat. Although I am very much into clean eating, obviously I'm an advocate for clean eating, healthy eating, going to the gym, fitness, I do still believe that it's important that you eat things that you enjoy, because if you're so strict on yourself that you hate yourself for eating something that would be considered unhealthy, eventually you're going to fall off tracks, or you're going to have a really bad relationship with food, which isn't good. So from doing the 10,000 calorie challenge, what I found is that foods that are very calorie dense, that would be considered unhealthy foods, so fried food, fast food, various things like that, they made me feel sluggish. They weren't particularly nutritional. They had lots of fats in them, fairly high carbohydrates, which meant that I got an awful lot of energy in my body, but there wasn't that much nutritional value to it. Because of the quantity that I ate, it also made me feel sick. Now that's not to say that if I were to eat the same quantity of healthier foods, like good sources of protein, good carbohydrates, lower fats, or good fats, that I wouldn't feel sick, because if I ate that much of any kind of food, I probably would feel quite ill afterwards. But it was definitely exacerbated because of the kinds of foods that I ate. Now, obviously, if your diet consists of lots of fatty foods, you're at risk of other things, not just obesity, but heart problems. Your gut is going to take a massive pounding, because consuming that much salt, sugar, fat is not good for your body, and your body will start to struggle. Now, what I would suggest is, and what I think every diet should have, is it should be balanced. And I know you hear those terms all the time, but what does it actually mean? Well, you need to have fairly high protein levels for your body to recover. That's even more important if you work out or you do some form of exercise. It also helps you build new tissues, new fibers, and it doesn't just produce guns. It also goes to help with your internal organs and various other processes in the body. Carbohydrates, don't be scared of them. Carbohydrates are what our body uses for fuel, and I know there are some diets that try to trick the body into using alternative forms of fuel, such as the keto diet using fats, but it is something that you do need to consume, because your body will lack a lot of energy if you're not careful, and also you can feel sick and sluggish. Good carbohydrates to eat are things like grains, so rice, chickpeas, various things like that. And obviously fats. Fats are, again, considered to be a bit of a taboo thing to talk about and to eat, but fats are also really important. So if you are looking to change your diet, or you're assessing your current diet, don't completely cut out fats, because actually fats are really good for you. They're important. You need to have fats in your system, but you want to try and go for healthier fats, things like nuts, oils, oily fish, things like avocados, rather than eating horrible fats from burgers and McDonald's and pizzas and all sorts of other things. So with all that being said, and there being my little chat about diet and about food, my takeaway from the 10,000 calorie challenge is, it was fun. If you want to give it a go, by all means have a shot at it. Don't take it easily, don't think lightheartedly about it, because from experience, and I eat a lot of food, I attempted it and I ate foods that I thought would smash it out of the park, and I still got to a point in the day where I was like, oh my god, this is hard, I'm not going to do this. What the challenge has made me personally appreciate, however, is the importance of having a good nutritionally balanced meal. And what I mean by nutritionally balanced, I'm talking about, it made me really appreciate fruits and vegetables and how good they make me feel. Whereas I can pretty much recall now, every single time I've eaten fast food, such as a Burger King, KFC, I've always left the meal feeling slightly groggy, slightly tired, and slightly lethargic. So if you are one of these kind of people that has the desire to succeed and the desire to wake up and seize the day, so to speak, eating fast foods is going to be another roadblock in your ability to achieve what you want to achieve. Because if it makes you feel tired and sluggish and horrible, and health is proven to be a key factor in your own success and your own happiness, then I would probably suggest you try to ease away from those options and instead go for the healthier options and the options that are more nutritionally balanced, because they'll make you feel better. Anyway, I am going to wrap this video up here. I probably will actually attempt the 10,000 calorie challenge again, just because, as you will have seen if you watched it, and like I say, I have popped the link down below. I didn't do as well as I was hoping to, and I'm one of these people that when I set a goal and I set a task, I want to complete it. But I do at least now know how it made me feel, and it has, if anything, spurred me on to increase the amount of, fibrous vegetables and fruits that I consume. With that aside, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have and you've taken something away from it, you've learned something from it, whatever, please leave a comment down below and give this video a like. And as I said at the beginning, if you are new to the channel or you've enjoyed watching this video or any of my others, please consider subscribing, and if you want to get notified, take that bell notification, and every time I upload a video, you will be notified about it. Anyway guys, I'm out of here. Bye.